What's up, everyone? So, I usually do VOD reviews in my server for free, where I just like watch it and I stream it through Discord. And I asked if people would like to see it streamed or recorded, and it was an overwhelming yes. So here's the first recorded VOD review for YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy. This is a Plat 1 Loki player, I believe, and we talked for about an hour and 15, so I hope it helps you guys. Let me know if this was a good video, and thanks for watching.
The your SK and Flats
nice
video, because I watch a ton of SK's content.
Yeah, I didn't know like how much reach it would get.
The clickbait worked.
Let's go. Yeah, I was talking to people while making it, and they were like, you gotta make the most clickbait title, and they're like, you gotta put Flats huge on the thumbnail. I was like, okay.
Can make all the difference.
Can you see my screen okay?
Yes, I can.
Nice. Alright. What's your in-game? Are you Hatsune Miku?
Hatsune Mitsuki. Yeah,
Mitsuki. I didn't see the rest of it.
For sure.
I assumed the Miku would have been taken.
5, 4,
It was.
3,
and
2.
I
You
love
have
the
to stop
Mitsuki
them
bit.
from securing the
Yeah.
mission area.
So, the first thing I do, kind of when I play, is I look at their comp, right? And what alts you can stop with your shift alone. So you can't, no matter what, you can't really react to Doctor Strange ult, right? Like, if you can put Rune,
Yeah.
but you'll still, like, die, probably. Penny ult, the mines can't hit Rune, so you can save Rune for Penny ult. This ult is good to save Rune for so your clones don't die. This ult, you'll save you from the hit, but not the stun. So you're watching for, like, these three ults. So when you know, like, one of them's up, you're gonna be saving Rune.
For sure.
And then looking at your team, yeah, your Invis is probably the best target over their cloak, so that's nice they have an Invis. I don't know about that rune. I don't think anyone was low.
I tend to spam a little bit, which is something I really want to work on more. And
Gotcha.
sometimes, especially
Yeah.
with Rune, I do it a little preemptively, which
Yeah,
on
it's
a 20-second cooldown isn't the smartest thing.
yeah, cause you can use it like whenever someone's low, cause they take no damage. I don't know if you know how rune works, but all damage they take is transferred into 30% healing. So literally, the more damage they take, the more healing they get, and they cannot die inside of it.
Wow. That is good to... I knew you couldn't, like, die inside of it, but I didn't understand fully how the healing worked.
Yeah, so it's very nice to use on tanks, because it'll heal them right up, right away. Because they're gonna be taking all that damage really fast. And that's like your fastest way to heal tanks. So I usually save it for tanks who are out of position, or myself, but sometimes I will use it for like a support or DPS, especially if they're getting ulted. But usually I use it for tanks. But yeah, I think there was like, everyone collectively was down like 50 health. But I don't know if you needed to use there. You're using this to place a clone, that's good. Usually, what I try to do is keep one clone cooldown always up, so I can use it for TP or Rune or whatever. I mean, you don't really need it here because you already used Rune and no one's really gonna pressure you, right? No one's gonna dive you. But that's usually what I try to do. There, you could have used Rune if you had it up. Also, instead of placing like clones here, or I think, yeah, this one's kind of being blocked by this. You could clone up here, shoot down. You could also clone like anywhere on this structure, or like up here, and then this would heal your tank like past this guy's shield, right? Because I think he was shielding him off. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, so this clone would heal past that shield and do damage to him past his shield.
Okay.
Just in time. Thanks.
Yeah, this was just a late shift, kind of just reaction time, hard to get. I see you're not really shooting the floor a bunch. You're trying to shoot like your teammates, which makes it a lot harder to hit them, you know?
Okay.
And I don't know if you know, but there's no fall off heal from the explosion. So you could shoot here, and if say this is just a friendly, not you, you'll heal both of these for the same amount. So really, you can shoot the floor like next to a bunch of people, and that'll maximize your healing by causing the explosion to hit.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Oh my, it's not letting me change cameras. This replay is so finicky sometimes.
I hadn't used it before. This is my first time actually opening it up.
Yeah, your tank should have backed up. I don't know why he was still there. I'd also watch for runes for this guy's hook, right? Because hook no rune, they're probably dead unless they're like Thor or some shit. This, you haven't had a clone up for a while. So you're kind of, like, you have this cooldown which you can use. They're kind of minimizing the amount of heals and damage you can be getting. Now you place. They're kind of an awkward, they're fine. I thought this one couldn't see because of them, but now it's blocked by this. Yeah, but there, so you didn't save a clone, so you couldn't shift, right? Like, let me get
yeah,
that.
I find myself a lot in the panic at the moment. I'll try and put a clone in the middle of my team and then rune, but a lot of times I rune before the clone's actually placed, so it doesn't go through.
I have done that a few times. It's kind of because the clone placement can be pretty finicky, unless like you're looking like at the floor or something. So I'll like click and I'll think it goes and then it doesn't. That's just like clone being bad. But this is also like you use both cooldowns here, right? I probably would have just used Invis to get another clone up, because then you see when your team's pushing up, you could run right here, but you don't have a clone.
Good point.
And then that would have saved that person, that would have healed these two up, probably saved that whole fight. And then when you clone, this person's out of it, this person's over here. Or not clone, rune. This person's pushing up.
Yeah.
Let me... Oh my god. Sorry, very finicky. You could also be playing like up here on the height. Because a lot of what I use TP for is just to get height. Because there's no one here to really pressure you. Except this guy off height. And there's no one that's gonna like push you where you would need to TP away, right? So you can just TP play this height and the TP cooldown doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll also like across this, I'll maybe just TP to my team so I don't have to cross in front of everyone. Just to like get with them. Cause now, yeah, you're kind of cut off. You're backing up when, I don't know if you need to because he's not looking at you. And now you're leaving like these teammates out to dry, right?
Yeah, I'm breaking a lot of sightlines.
Yeah. You also have ult. Where is your Invis woman? She's right behind you. Okay. So you could be pushing up.
Chaos.
Oh. You could be pushing up to like here. And you could look behind, copy, double jump, and match this ult on point, right? Because the range is like all the way over here, right? So you could just copy, double jump, place that. You're fine. That would probably save this guy, and make this fight winnable.
For sure.
Because I mean, what are you trying to ult for here? You're not trying to ult for this. You can save it with shift. You can't ult for this anyway, and you can save it with shift. This you can't react to, so the one ult you're gonna maybe use it for is his ult, right?
Yeah.
Which even then, it's not the best. You can use shift or TP away. But your Invis is also coming up on ult, so you can do an aggressive ult here and be fine. Especially because you're matching their ults.
Again! Again!
This clone again is blocked by this. I think this clone is also blocked by this.
That's much better.
Yeah, this map especially has been giving me trouble.
Yeah, so what you could do is clone up here, right?
Okay.
Because this gets this whole sight line. It's kind of out of the way, but if you're kind of out of the way of this team, the enemy team. But if you're putting pressure and your tanks are up here, they're not going to shoot a clone over here, right?
Right.
I believe you can put a clone up here, but I don't remember. You can put a clone on the signpost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which a lot of people think they know about. And these guys, I don't know if they're gonna look up here. So you can have a clone on the signpost. If tank pushes up, you can shoot them in the ass. And you shoot the rest of your team as well.
Fair.
And then as you're pushing up, like in this spot, I like to put a clone up here, as you can shoot down into this choke and force them to look up. I like placing clones behind them a lot, especially when there's a shield tank. Because even if it gets killed, like that's value. They have to look behind, or your clone's staying up, right?
Yeah, it causes confusion.
Yeah. You can't place clones on here, you can't on here, sadly. But I think everywhere else like this, all this is a good spot to set up here. You can clone. Yeah, you can't place on like this, all these pillars, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of awkward on defense on this map, I'm not gonna lie. That's an okay
Still
shift.
kind of figuring out the pathing and stuff.
What was that?
I'm still figuring out the pathing and like where there are actually spots, because I feel with the gray, with all the gray buildings. it's
Oh
hard to
yeah,
actually
it kind
tell
of blends in.
What's an actual opening? Yeah.
Yeah. I would say this rune is okay, but there is like cover here. So if your team's backing into cover, like you don't really need to rune for that, right? Because these guys are all the way over here. They can't really put pressure on that.
For sure.
Let me see. You could place another clone real quick. Usually when I invis ult, let me see. You can hold it, you know.
Oh, and extend my.
Yeah, extend your duration. So
yeah.
you copying already is gonna make this team back up, right? Because they're gonna. Oh, they have a support ult. We have to wait until the support ult ends, right? So when they back up, what you can do with your team is you can push up to here, right? Because they're gonna go like somewhere around here, I assume, and you can ult to the point.
Yeah, and that'll cover the penny nest.
Yeah, cover the penny nest. And if you ult here, you're cutting off a lot of like space. Like the team has to play here, here, or here, and they're all kind of cut off from each other. Which splitting the battlefield with Invis is super strong, right?
Yeah.
And if you Invis on top of them, they're gonna be like, fuck, I need to get out of here, whatever, you know? So that's what you could have done, and that would have gotten you aggression on this point.
For sure.
Instead, you're just like peeking here. This guy's just gonna back up this guy this way, and now these guys are just gonna back to point, and you can't play super aggressive with it. They should not have ulted for that. I don't know why they did. You had push up, so you could have pushed their guy away. Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
My second most played support is probably Invis. So
Gotcha.
when you transform to her, you can also think of yourself like an Invis, and when you're like, okay, I'm not going to use push because I know they're strange as ult, so I'm going to push when they're strange ults. Yeah, so right here, I already am like, this guy's ulting. He's flying all the way up here for no reason. I'm watching
Extremely
him,
telegraphed.
and then push him away right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then where is he gonna go? Probably up on this height and do nothing. I don't know if it even hit anyone. Maybe it hit your invis. It's very hard to tell there. But it's just that's a little extra stuff.
All these fighters can't be
What happened there? So another thing about playing high ground is that you can like see the whole battlefield, right? Like here, you kind of have to look like here or here, right? But if you're up here, well shit, I can see everyone. And it makes shooting the floor for like Loki explosions way easier, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have to shoot like people moving, you'll just be like, oh, I can see this guy walking, I'm just gonna shoot him there. So you could play up here, over here, this doorway when you push up. You can even TP up here if you really want to, even though it's kind of awkward. What you can do too is as your team is pushing up into this spot, you can TP up here and control this high ground, right? Because look, none of them are here. The only person that can, or the only two people that can get here is Strange and this guy. And if they're doing that, your whole team can see them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that clown was getting blocked. It's fine. When you push up here, I'm instantly thinking I might want to put a clone up on this, right?
Yeah.
They have shield tank. It's gonna get this whole group. Like I'm salivating looking at these guys. They're all grouped up, and I'm like, shit. I'm about to get some ult charged. So, I love big groups of enemies. I don't know about that rune again. No one was really low. What you also want to do is you want to enable your team, you know? So
Yeah.
what do I know is coming up? My magic ult. I could let my magic push up, rune on their whole team, keep her in there. And she's just gonna do massive damage. So instead of using rune here when like no one was low, I could be like, I'm gonna save rune for my magic ult. Now your squirrel girl's pushed up to here, so you could play with her up here and be like completely safe, right? And you'd have full view of this battlefield. But yeah. Also, if you have any questions for me or about like what's happening, you can ask me. Chilling.
For sure, you are explaining more than I've ever thought about.
Okay.
So thank you.
Yeah, all good. So here you're struggling to hit her, right? Just because projectiles and stuff. So what you could do instead is just aim at this wall next to her, and the explosion will reach her.
Gotcha. It's that big?
Yeah, it's like 5 meters, I think.
Wow. Trust the radius.
It's pretty large, so I'm pretty sure if you shoot here, it would reach her, and you wouldn't have to do this game of going back and forth. I know projectiles are hard to hit for Loki. I'll shoot the wall.
I have flyers, it's such a nightmare. I'm like, get close to a wall.
Yeah, that's basically what I'll say. This guy picked up Hellscack, that's fine. See your magic's ulting. So here, you could have had shift up for this, right? And you could see like how big of an impact that would have.
Do spider bombs go to Loki clones?
So the small spider nest bombs don't, but the big ones, if they're like right on top of rune, can reach the rune.
Okay.
That has to be like right on top of it, or else I don't think it'll kill it. It's pretty it's pretty hard to get them like that close to it, but so I still use it for her ult because it counters the mini nest bombs. I also like to watch rune on my strange ulting. Like you don't need to, but you know they're gonna go like into the team if it gets blocked or they get stunned, or some people don't get stunned. They're the main focus, right? So I do watch for rune on him as well when he goes in. The squirrel girl's not getting healed. Shift was on a full health target. Still not getting healed. Right now she's getting a little bit. I hate this map because of the map changes.
I tried it.
Yeah, you tried it. It does not work, sadly.
It's on like
was it Shin Shibuya? Or that one?
Where?
Shin Shibuya, the map like this where it has like her in the middle or something. Yeah, you can clone on that.
I throw him way behind. Yeah.
Yeah, but not this. So when we get payload, I like to put clones on payload and just push it forward.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can place a clone here and on its tail, and just push with it, so then your clones go up with you. And you have infinite range anyway, so it's kind of nice for you to be pushing this.
Yeah.
What was this shift about?
Yeah. Not too proud of it.
Full health target with a shield. I watched or Steer Strange. Like you don't have to rune him all the time when he's low. My bro has a shield.
That's fair. Yeah.
He has like 1,000 health shield. Yeah, think of his shield like cover. This you were looking away from your guy that was going into cover to ignore your guy out of cover and getting damaged. So this guy, I know he's fast. He's probably going to a health pack right now, right? This guy, he ain't got nowhere to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you didn't reuse rune here, you could have used it for that as well.
Against the world.
This complete waste of an ult, right? I don't know if you copy here, but in this situation, I would just completely ignore this ult, LOS, run away. I'm up, support ult, right?
I think I might have.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, you just died. Yeah, I would just gone like left or something. These guys, I don't know what they're doing over there. Being kind of weird.
We kind of had this staggering for a while. Where we
Yeah,
were
you're
pushing,
very hard staggering. I can see that. That again could have just shot her. She was behind cover. She's fine. She's also magic.
Yeah.
That's fine. Kill that guy. He's behind. He's out of your line of sight. It's whatever. This spot's okay. I mean, you broke this, and now you can see everyone, right?
It's easy to. I think I lose it like immediately because my team pushes forward
Yeah.
past that wall.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, if they push past here, trying to do some type of play, like that spot's pretty bad. So I believe this wall's breakable. I can't hit B in this mode, sadly. I can't see what's breakable. So I'm like 95% sure this wall is breakable, so you could push here, break this. You could also play up here. That's kind of sketchy in front of everyone. Yeah, this opens up. You can play up here. This is also kind of sketchy though. This is more like when they push up to here. But yeah, you could play on this side. You can also shoot them in the back and save your shift for when you get low here, so you could just deal out a bunch of damage. Because if you have 2 clones up, you kill a support in 3 shots, a 250 support.
Yeah.
So you could be looking at this cloak and just putting major pressure on her. What I like to do on Loki too, even if I'm not like flanking, if I'm like with my team, I'll shoot one of their supports and put pressure on them. Just make them low, make them have to look at each other. Or even kill them. I've killed someone in the back line because I didn't look at them.
The strategy of actually playing a strategist. I'm an Overwatch player.
Gotcha.
We switched over.
Yeah,
I'm still getting used to being like, oh yeah, they gave us killing power.
Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah, I was a Wrecking Ball main in Overwatch.
No. This call's over.
Yeah, this is a bit different from Wrecking Ball, but
a little bit.
I like to play characters with a lot of escape or self-sustain, so I guess it makes sense.
Same. I'm right there with you.
Yes. Let me see. Do you have rune? You do not have rune because you used it on the full health magic, if I remember.
Yep.
So yeah. So what are we watching for? We're watching for this ult, and maybe this ult. What ults are they? Do they all have up? All 3.
Yep.
That's a okay ult by your invis, but just be aware their invis ult's better by like a second, right? So when your invis ult ends, you're gonna have like a second of invulnerability where you guys are, or vulnerability, where you guys are invisible. Yeah. A lot of like ults in high ranks is like baiting their ult first, so your ult's better, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of like for copy too. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm holding until I see one of their support ults. If I copy early, you know, and I'll be like, force their support ult first, so that ours is better.
For sure.
Yeah. So what you can do if you copy this, and especially in this rank, this might just insta force a support ult, right? And be like, well, mine's better by quite a bit. Again, you could place a clone up here. You didn't. I don't know if you needed that shift.
No.
Probably not. Yeah. I see a lot of panic.
I have the anxiety of a small prey animal.
Yeah.
And that translates to video games as well.
All good.
So.
Yeah, so this whole team grouped up here, right? What am I doing? Salivating. I'm about to place a clone up here, shoot all of them right here, and kill it, and do damage to everyone.
Extremely grouped.
So if this guy's like solo playing high ground too, you can just place a clone next to him and pressure him, where he has to look at clone or get damaged by it, right? Sometimes I'll place a clone right next to someone just on high ground and they'll get like jump scared. Oh.
I will try that.
Sorry, my alarm went off. I'm free today. It's just I did have class, but I'm on break now. Forgot to cancel all my alarms. This? I'm watching the wrong person, but did you just copy for a Namor ult?
No. Oh wait. Did I copy this?
You copied and then got
I
Namor
died.
ulted.
Yeah.
That's a little awkward. One thing is if you didn't use shift here, you could have shifted for both this ult and his Namor ult, right? So one thing you have to be aware of when you copy someone is that you no longer have Rune, which is like your strongest ability, right?
Yeah.
So I'll sometimes just use Rune before, which I mean you did, but you could have like waited a bit. Or I'll like use Rune right after, but you have to be aware now I can die to one-shots and shit.
Yeah.
So you're kind of losing that ability to get a big save for your team and whatever with just a cooldown over an ult. And I assume you die here?
Yeah.
Was that damage boosted or were you just low enough to die?
I was
Your powers are mine!
Yeah.
penny bombs and then yeah.
So if I did copy here, I would have just insta-ulted. Because you would have lived on the outskirts. You know, this is kind of an awkward ult, but you wouldn't have like wasted it, you know?
Yeah.
As soon as I hear that stupid wail.
Looks like Namor brought in his own.
Yeah. I like playing Namor, but I also understand like he is extreme.
I assume he tried to shift for this clone.
I do that a lot from spawn, just on the off chance it gets somebody, but I need to actually look to see.
Yeah, I do that too, but I look where they are, or I'll ask my team, is anyone next to a clone? Or, and then sometimes instead of this, I'll just say, hey, I'm shooting floor, stand next to clone. I'll literally look at the floor while walking out of spawn. Because then, you know, this will shoot the floor and shit. So you can see your brain really...
Oh my god, that's so smart.
Oh yeah, you can literally just shoot floor as you're walking, and it'll heal in like a radius around clones. What was I gonna... Oh, so you see you're being like pretty heavily spawn held here. So what I would do as like a team, rather than keep pushing this choke where you're getting fucked, I would say, hey team, let's all go to the left and pressure this high ground out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god, there's a whole flank right there.
there's a huge flank right here, and you guys could take this whole high ground flip map, and now you have height control. I don't know if people will listen at this rank. You can also just go yourself, and this is enough distraction. You can also just heal your team here. But you guys are kind of just like saying, let's keep putting our fists into the same wall and hoping it breaks eventually.
Yeah.
And
sanity route.
yeah, shit ain't breaking. Especially because they have Namor and Penny. Like, this is just cheeks.
Just locked down.
Yeah. So what could you do? Everyone go this way. Some people play here, some people play here. Spread out. Now we've flipped this whole map to be our control, right?
Yeah.
So this person just came back from spawn. So what, they have left people, you can cut this person off, whatever, you know. I don't know if you guys do that, or what happens, but we'll see. Alright, this is fine. Oh, nice choke to shoot down. That clone's completely blocked by that wall. Your invis isn't healing you, but she's kind of blind. If your invis isn't healing you, you could just push up to her instead of backing up, right? Because I don't think she's ever gonna heal you back here. She's just not gonna notice you.
For sure.
You could also, once you have invis, if she's not healing you, just stay in invis until you get healed enough to where you're comfortable.
Much better.
Another full health shift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing, of my ults I watch for to like shift and enable is Groot ult, right? Because when they Groot ult, what is it? 5 people are looking at this guy. This guy has no shield. He's just trying to do damage. So I'm gonna put Rune on him and enable that ult to stay up and do all that damage.
Us against the world.
Another waste of a support ult on their cloak's behalf. Their cloak has been wasting a lot of support ults.
Squid monsters. Okay.
Like, it's okay, but what reason was there for that? And... oh, did your Star-Lord ult?
Yeah.
Did I just not even hear it?
I think he was pretty far away. Oh, I see his little line. He was up in the air.
Did it just not kill anyone? Let me see. I killed one person, and then they ulted. I guess it was still kind of a waste because his ult was almost over. But your invis should be the one looking at him, right? Placing shield, pocketing. When you're on invis, you want to just keep rearranging shield when this guy's ulting. That was just kind of her bad. You can't really shoot him, especially when he's fucking over here in Narnia. Oh, that was a strange choice. Or did you need to reload there? You did. Okay. One thing I have a problem with too, which I'm kind of noticing, is that you like continuously shoot sometimes when people are full, and then you have to reload at the worst times, right?
Yeah.
That happens to me a lot too, where I'll just be like mildly, oh, I'm just shooting and doing damage, healing people, whatever. And then as soon as someone gets slow, I've been shooting for like nothing for so long, and now I have to reload. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. So I'm
2 whole seconds.
yeah. So sometimes I just have to be more aware of when I have to reload or what's happening, and I'll just reload whenever I have the chance. So that when that happens, I'll be like, I got you. Also, you're not healing your invis.
Down to 30 seconds.
This is just your magic on one kind of crazy.
Yeah, our magic, that was risky.
That your rune didn't place, and also no one was gonna be near it.
Stop that vehicle.
You're kind of using it off cooldown, which makes me uncomfortable.
The final 10 seconds.
So you holding carts fine. If it wasn't about to go in overtime, I'd probably be playing like up here or over here just to get that high ground and to shoot down. You can break this. With Loki, I watch for like what's breakable and what I can break to fuck the enemy team up, right?
Yeah.
If I see someone like holding the high ground on this, I'm deleting this whole building. You're falling down.
Yeah, I think I've used B maybe twice in my over 100 hours in this game.
Shit.
To make that more regular.
Yeah, he's like the best wall destroyer in the game. So
Oh, wow.
a big part of it, because of his like, you have 3 projectiles and they're explosions. Like you can destroy a wall in like a second, or like one shot. So I look a lot for what things can I destroy that are gonna annoy or mess up the enemy team. Someone's holding high ground, I kill their high ground. That causes like name wars to have to use shift a lot, and we can punish that. Or if someone's hiding behind cover that's breakable, that cover's gone.
Yeah.
Or like there's a bridge here that they could get across to me, I'm breaking the bridge. You can kill one to me.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if you're the Loki on the team, you're like the main wall break, and you're like in charge of breaking all that. That is
That
a
was-
questionable play. This is well. I assume he thought he was gonna hit something, but he did not. And then he ulted through. Okay, that's just. I'm just confused.
Powers of mine.
This was a very confusing game.
Yeah. Again, you have rune. You don't need to copy yet. I like to rune before or watch for a place I could rune so I get those extra seconds for ult. And I guess to help your invis build ult a little bit more.
Your powers of
here you have a wall kind of blocking off your team from the enemies, so you don't have to ult right here. And again, they don't have a mag. Usually if they have a mag, I won't double jump. As I can double jump to go in and escape mag ult. But since they don't have a mag, I can double jump and place this ult as far as possible, right?
Yeah.
So what's actually a really good place is like right here, because you're cutting off this side and this side of the map, right?
Yeah. And the portal.
Yeah, and the portal. But that means if these people are pushing from spawn on opposite sides, well, they've just split up their team completely.
Yeah.
This ult's fine, everyone was in it, it's on point, but you're not getting like any pressure with it, you know? You're just kind of, everyone's alive, but you know what you could have just done to keep everyone alive? Rune.
Runes. Yep.
Yep.
It's always been runes.
You could have tossed your, it's like a little min-max thing, you could have tossed your ball out at the very end, right there, toss it. Might as well.
Yeah, I need to learn. Invis is my least played support. I have Lord on Cloak and Dagger, don't even know how that happens.
Oh yeah, I think Lord's like the fastest on Cloak and Dagger, because they get so much healing.
Yeah. I think that was my first teleport in the game.
I think it was.
I'm usually using so many teleports.
So on...
Ugh.
On this map specifically, I like to reset this thing as fast as I can, so it doesn't like fuck us mid-fight. So you have to like shoot it to reset it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you know how this thing like goes up here and does whatever it wants? If you shoot it, it'll do that faster.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's like, it's damage based. Yeah.
Okay, it rebuilds?
Yeah. Which is,
whoa.
it's weird. But yeah, so in higher ranked games, everyone will be like, shoot the fucking building, reset that shit.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it doesn't fuck them mid game or mid fight, which it does a lot. This whole outer wall here, this whole thing is breakable, just for your knowledge.
Oh wow. Okay.
So this is also a good like push route. Like you guys could push here and flip map on them or take high ground. Because their tanks a lot of the time will be pushed up to here, right?
Yeah.
All the squishies are back here looking nice and tasty. So you can push through here, break this whole thing, and have a view of everyone. Same with this side.
Gotcha.
I think this is all breakable. There's like stairs to go that way. So we've done that before where we've just pushed that this way. Or they've had like a Spider-Man that kept pulling us off the map here. We didn't want to push up this that way anymore. So we were like, alright guys, we're going around this way. Fuck me.
Detour.
Yeah, little detour time.
60 seconds left.
Yeah, you can shoot down that for this guy's. So if this was fucked, this guy could not be up there. Or this got reset. This you're getting just mega pressured. Can't really do anything. This is a fine play. And now it's resetting and fucking you. Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh my god. Okay, that makes so much. I thought it was just like a timer thing.
No, it's
When
based
shit
on
changes.
damage. So you can make it reset from like when you're here if everyone's focused on it. That's a fine shift. You're about to die, but you could have also TP'd.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, the main thing I notice when I do a lot of these VOD reviews is almost no one TPs. It's not just you.
Okay.
Like I've done like 10 of these, and a lot of the times they'll be like, oh, I'm getting pressured or damaged. I have to use rune to save myself. When they have like not in danger, they can TP out, or they have like a Hulk on them who's only melee, just TP away.
Yeah. I like doing the when a tank dies me, the stop moving, the TP stop moving.
Yeah, that one's pretty funny.
Yeah. Or just stop moving altogether and they think you switched spaces.
Yeah. So your Groot's coming up on ult, right? You don't have shift, but I'd be watching for it. That guy's here midnight. So what you could do is you could play up here. I believe this is breakable. Again, I can't check because I can't be in this. But I believe most of this is breakable. Yeah, I think this whole wall is. So you could be playing up here and healing your team as well. When your Groot ults, because he's definitely looking for an ult all the way up here, right?
Yeah.
I like to place a clone like right in the middle of it and just shoot down or shoot near them, and it'll hit all of them with that clone, right? I'll just do
Holy
like a
shit.
little extra damage.
Okay, so start treating it as like a pulse grenade or something.
Yeah, you can basically. So hella ult. I mean, I don't know if you push up. You could be pushing up into your
I start
invisible.
shooting it.
Yeah. I don't like the TP because you could have just walked in way earlier. But I mean, I do TP into my support ult sometimes if I'm like way cut off. So I mean, it's fine. I've done this before.
It's spider time!
Spider time, reload at a bad time, can't heal your invis. Shift is up, that's a fine shift. You have no other supports. I have ult. What am I gonna be tracking? Where their supports are, right? So let's see. You got like, I think you got like a glimpse of one of them over here. Yeah, like right there. I'd be like, oh, support. I'm tracking where they are. I'm thinking about coughing them. That's a, I don't know what that guy was doing, but that's a good kill. That is a,
Oh god.
that is a Groot. That is not who we're tracking. You
I even turned on the thing.
you had
that
the
you
confirmation on the
confirm it.
screen for a sec too.
Yeah.
So cancel, look at this guy, copy her instead. You're golden.
Yeah.
Or use the Groot ult correctly?
I play Groot too. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Situation.
So right here I'd be like, I am a big man, not a small blonde lady. I gotta look at it. Yeah.
That's messed
So this, I would just, shift your aim a little. It could have worked, but it's whatever. And death.
Yeah.
That was just, you could have copied the support ult, then your Groot could have ulted, and then you could have won the fight. So.
The current score is 0.
Now let's see the defense.
2.
I'm curious where you set
All you
up.
need to do is capture the mission area.
Oh, this is a fine setup. The only thing I don't like about this part is that it resets really fast. Which,
Oh, that's a reset point too.
yeah, this whole part is a reset point, so if people are shooting you, or if you like accidentally shoot the floor with clones, it resets really fast compared to the tower over yonder. It's like one of the fastest ones. So you could play up here instead, maybe? And it wouldn't fuck you as
wow.
bad.
That's a floor?
Yes. I believe this whole section's a floor. I don't play up here very often.
Gotcha.
I believe it's a floor that you can go to. You could play here when your team, or when they push up. I like to play here. You could also, when they push up and pressure you off this, place ramp over here. Shoot this way.
Oh wow.
Sometimes me and one other DPS, especially in like scrims, will hold this section. And a lot of the time this high ground's very strong.
Gotcha.
And this, oh, they have an interesting team comp now. They have more people that can pressure you off it. But if they get this
Yeah.
high ground, like this is a pretty strong high ground for them to have. So I like to be here with a DPS and just take care of that.
Got it?
And then as soon as this timer goes down, I break both bridges.
3, 2, on.
And why do I break both bridges? Because they can push to this right side, push across, everyone can be on that high ground now.
Oof.
What can they also do? Go from that high ground to this high ground, pressure you, take this whole high ground back here.
Oh my.
So I instantly break both these bridges. Also, it's better for sight lines for you, of course.
Burn those bridges.
Need to
Yeah,
do is
burn
capture
this
the mission
shit.
area.
Yeah, I like shooting here. Again, you can place a clone on the sign if you feel like it. I don't know about that shift. Now you see it resetting right away. Because this is annoying as fuck.
Oh my god, my magic was up there.
Yeah.
Even my own magics scare me.
So see,
they
then all
catch me
gets
off guard.
messed up. Now this guy's out in the middle of nowhere. That's part of why I don't like playing there. It's annoying. Now you're dropped low ground in front of the whole team? I mean, I guess your team's here, but I'd be a little worried. Again, I would not be playing the low ground. I'd maybe either go back to your Moon Knight, because your team is so pushed up, or play this high ground. But this low ground is kind of awkward.
Little help, please.
You don't have shifts because you wasted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find myself thinking a lot, oh, I wasted my
2
shift.
points for the
Yeah.
team.
And it's every time I use it.
Yeah, if you want, we can watch one of my games after this too.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be amazing.
Again, using rune off cooldown. I think that's mostly just the main thing I see that you have to work on, is rune off cooldown and positioning. I think your ult use is just okay. Like, it could be better, but it's not the worst. A support ult's a support ult, you know. Again, you're shooting these people and not on high ground. Look what would happen if you were here, or you can, I think, also play up here. I can shoot right here, everyone's getting healed, right? Instead of me, camera's so slow, shooting here, or at someone and hoping it hits, hoping everyone gets healed. That's why high ground is so strong on Loki. Also, one other thing, I have to go back up here. You see how you can see like the whole battlefield really easily? You have your ult, it's not going to be hard to miss, right? No one's going to be walking in front of you, blocking your line of sight. I can just see her right away.
Just in time. Thanks. Us against the world. Shields up.
Another
Powers of
shift,
might.
and then you ulted when your invis ulted.
I thought I could double up.
Yeah, it doesn't let you. Invis is the only ult that you can't double ult, and I don't know why you would double ult, because you see your invis ult blocking this whole choke. Where are they gonna push? Right?
Yeah.
They push up, they're gonna be split off, and they can't exactly back up that easily. And their ult's over here. So what could you do here? You could push them away. Be like, go away.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with you. What could you do? Shield this guy? Why? Just why?
yeah.
I mean, everyone's dead. You did already ult. So if I was you in this situation, how much time do you have?
Feeling fantastic.
Why is that showing? Oh, I'm watching the wrong person. That's why. All right, you have 8 more seconds, right? So what I do, I'm like, fuck, we already won the fight. Oh, my monitor disconnected. 1 second. Come on, monitor. Okay. What am I doing? I'm pushing up as far as possible. Maybe even to their spawn. And I'm putting an ult right here. Because this is gonna make more disruption and cause more time loss than me ulting my team on point where no one is.
Yeah.
And it'll increase your timer and ult, you know. So as soon as I see, well, we won that fight, I'm pushing as fast as I possibly can. Let me see, my monitor disconnected because it's being annoying. Okay. So yeah, that's just what I would do if I do fuck up ult and we've already won. Shift at the end. I mean, you could have waited a bit because he's dead. You could have shifted there for extra damage, but it's whatever. Again, you're not playing high ground. That's kind of tweaking me out, but it's okay.
I'm floor maxing.
Yeah. This is like floor Pharah, but not as bad.
I used to play bouncy Zara.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
walk around and just like jump up and fall back down.
Alright, so you see this guy. This guy's gonna hell ult.
Yeah.
Why else would little bro be there? So instead of using shift here, you could have waited a bit, use it when the hell ulted and be like, burn her, kill her while we have time, please. I don't know what happens here, but that's what you could have done, and just you would have burned her without anyone really getting into the danger zone, right? What are we doing instead? We're hiding behind cover, which you can hit us behind, instead of just.
I think I die here to that.
Yeah. Cause let me see where she is. Floating around. Oh. So she could just throw here and she's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So you could go under here. You could TP even, or TP to like over here. Just get the fuck out of the way. Or you could have clone, shift. Everyone shoot her! Falls into a penny mine, she dies.
Fair.
She's being very dumb by shooting her team here. She's just not a very good Hello, it seems. In my rank, that would have killed me, my invis.
Yeah.
This guy's pushing you. What I'd probably do is place a clone here in this corridor. And then I'd be like playing here. If I get pressured, TP to here. What I might also do in this situation, Hella ults over, this guy used jump, this guy can't get to the height. I'm gonna play up here. Clone TP, whole battleground. I don't think anyone's looking at me.
Yeah.
So you just get. Nobody looks up. Gamers don't look up. So you just get this whole area for free. Instead, you can see half or a portion of the battlefield, and it's very awkward to shoot in this area. I know with Loki. What you? That was an okay shift. That wasn't bad. Wasn't one of the worst ones. What you can also do is if someone pushes you in here, you can place a clone and body block them with a clone.
Oh wow.
Like if you place clone, they have to kill both of them, I think, or one of them to get out. Or even just one clone. Like, oh, I'm backing up. What? I can't? What is going on? There's a clone back there.
Yeah.
So if someone's pushing you, or if you're getting pushed, you can be like, I'll walk out here, put a clone there, see you later. Or if you're getting pushed, well, you're staying here with me, buddy. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll also do that sometimes when tanks are backing up. I'll just place a clone behind them and treat it as a shitty Groot wall. Venom ult, you don't have shift. I like to use rune for Venom ult. But what is happening here? A load of bull cramp. What am I looking for? A support to copy.
Yeah.
Who could you copy? This guy up here. He's in line of sight.
Exactly.
Okay, you do copy. It was a little late.
Yeah.
Because both tanks died.
I'm the only one who lived.
Yeah, again, I would have been here looking at her right away. As soon as I hear this too, because Invisalt just counters Punish Roll. I mean, you do have Magic ult up, and you have an ult up, so this is very winnable, to be honest. Yeah, your magic kills one. So, I like to, like, since you're gonna live in this anyway, right? I'm gonna target focus with my magic. Who is she going for? I'm gonna do extra damage to. Help her get those kills faster, help her get to these guys faster, and help me out, you know?
Oh, good point.
Alright, oh, you're invisible here. Interesting.
I think I jumped.
Yeah, it's just a weird replay viewer. But yeah, you could place, I mean, you place shift here, but you could place it in the middle of them, do damage to both of them, and slow them. You could be like, Magic, I see you pushing this guy, I'm gonna push them into you. Stuff like that, you know. Where am I watching? There we go.
Oh, please.
You don't have to double jump yet, as your ult still has a little bit when you did double jump. Then you instantly start shooting to cancel the double jump's effectiveness anyway. Right?
Yeah.
So you could have waited till the very end, double jumped, kind of played around until you went to Loki, went invis Loki. You probably would have had rune, and you could have maybe touched for the rest of your team. That's what I'd be looking for here. I don't know what you
No
do,
worries.
but
I've got your back.
shield, that's fine.
Shields up.
Your invis shields, that's okay. Not the best invis ult, but it's whatever, because they were only 2 point.
Seen that coming.
So what are you aware of? You have no support ults. What do they probably have? A support ult. So what you want to look at in this situation is I'm going to use Rune as a mini support ult. Or you know they have like nothing except a support ult, so I might just save Rune for their support ult just to like get that uptime.
Us against the world.
You didn't use Invis instead of a clone, so now you can't clone shift, and now they're ulting.
Yeah.
Now your whole team's here. So let's see how this plays out.
Yeah.
That was a
Holy shit.
turret. No rune for these guys. And we lose that fight.
Down to 30 seconds.
Do you guys
Now
win
we'll see
this?
them.
Instead of ruining up here, I mean this guy did die. But a lot of times in this situation, I'm looking at this guy and be like, this guy's probably dead either way. Like, I'm sorry, Invis, but you're probably dead. So instead, I'm gonna use this shift for my team and myself to touch. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be looking at the point here. I see it get close. I'm dropping down, putting a clone like here maybe, or here. Just spread it out, get more value. Shifting and staying with my team. You're not close to ult, but that will like stall long enough. And where are you now?
I ran because my Moon Knight jumped in.
Yeah, so that
And I
guy,
decided
he is
to-
already dead.
Yeah.
What do we use for the dead man? Our strongest ability.
I was pouring one out.
Yeah, pouring one out for him. It's okay.
Strategist.
I mean, it happens to me too sometimes, where I'm just like, well, shit. But here, what could I be doing if I had Rune? Still playing here. You could also play here. Because they
My magic was there.
yeah, their magic was here, your root's on the way. Whew. So you could be just like, oh, I'm getting pressured here, I'm swapped over here. Then they're gonna forget I was even up here.
Good point.
Yeah, instead of being out of LOS of this guy, and then this guy who's about to push up.
The final 10 seconds.
Can't heal that guy because you're out of LOS. You don't have Rune clone right in the middle of that, but you can't. And then your guy dies because you were too focused on the clone. So let me see. What you can do is you could just place a clone here, where it's not on top of everyone and it doesn't get fucked.
Yeah.
Shoot, everyone's still getting damaged. And then you can look at this guy. Said you were very overly focused on the clone placement and he died. No Rune.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
But also, where could you have played instead of where everyone knew you were? Here.
Over there.
Up here. And then what you could also do? Stand behind the pillar. He can see you here, but he's kind of gonna forget, honestly. Can he see you there? Nope, this shit's blocking. Well, I'm gonna play right here.
That's a really good point.
Because, I mean, he's not gonna move, but you can.
Help get that.
I don't like that rune. I mean, you were low, but no one's looking at you. What are you gonna have to do soon? Escape. You have invis coming up. It's fine.
Vehicle to its destination.
Yeah, so you could just be like waiting here. You could have TP'd out at that low health even, you weren't getting pressured. Now you don't have rune for this fight.
That's much better.
Which might bite you in the ass, I don't know. See?
Behold the god!
Could have ruined your support right there.
Yeah.
The thunder!
I don't know if she dies.
World.
It looks like she will. She somehow got out. Good for her. didn't need to use that because what do we have? TP.
Yeah.
And Cloak is not a far-ranged character. So what would I have done as soon as I see this? Wait for my clone. Clone's up in a second. You get blinded as soon as your clone's up. I mean, I don't remember if you wasted clone. You could have, but...
Oh yeah, I stopped.
No way that worked. Okay, that's funny. Again though, did you need to place a clone here if you... you don't have rune, but you do have TP.
Judge, jury,
So it's like, it's okay.
executioner.
But left with line of sight, you could have TP'd here, copied, you know. It doesn't really matter if you died in that fight, because what, everyone else is dead? Might as well have tried the TP up here after you got uninvised. Or unblinded. I'm up here, I can see the whole fight, I can copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do die, it doesn't matter, everyone already died, it's whatever.
I think I moved back to reset.
Yeah. You can play in this height. I don't know if you go through. Yeah, you do. You don't have to place a clone yet, because it's gonna be blocked. That's an okay spot. I don't know why you dropped. This guy is pushing up, but you have a magic here? This is an amazing spot. You can break this bridge again and get all this sightline. Instead you're like, well, I didn't like the height anyway. What am I looking for? A rune on this magic while she's ulting. She did get bubbled or healed up instead. I think you're in with her yourself, I don't know. But I would just be watching for that. Let's see. Oh, your clone got fucked by the rebuild.
Yeah.
You can also still play on this roof, I believe.
Oh.
I don't think you can play on this roof, but you can play on like this section below. So this part's nice. This part's breakable, but you can play up here. You can play over here too, but it's kind of awkward because it's in front of everyone. I think this is probably your best bet. Maybe here when you're holding this corner.
Gotcha.
Which you are holding there, that's fine. Just be aware, I think that bridge is breakable. I think like every bridge in this map is breakable. This one too, if you want to cut them off from this high ground, I'd break that bridge, right? Are you running solo Penny for tank? You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
We started with Penny and Groot, but one of our DPS was switching back and forth.
Gotcha. Again, that was kind of a rune off cooldown for nothing. What ult are we watching for? We're watching for this ult, this ult, this ult, this ult. We're watching for every ult except their support ults, basically.
Yeah.
But there's so much that you could use rune for that using it here is kind of eh. So. Loki is a lot of ult tracking, just because you can counter so much with rune. Also could have used rune here instead of there. Could have copied when you saw this was happening. You can't. I know you can't target her in ult, but you did have your invis nearby. Or someone nearby. Where was she? Wait a second. I'm a bit confused. Oh, she's over there. I mean, you could still look at her. Oop. Copy. Double jump. Then look what you do here. You cut off their cloak and dagger from the rest of their team.
Yeah.
Which they can back up into their ult, but it's gonna take them a while. It'll take them a second. And I think cloak and dagger ult does not last that long. Oh, they do back up, but again. We copy after they die. Let me see, who was on you? Was it just this guy on you guys, right? Or was these two guys? What could you have done?
Yeah,
Push them.
Yeah.
Get a few extra seconds on alt near cart. You disappear at the same exact time. I think those voice lines melded and I did not realize. Yeah.
Oh, did my invis? Wait.
You're I think the enemy invis. Yeah, the enemy invis. No. Why did it?
I think there's
I don't
just
know.
me.
There was just echo. It's just replay being weird. There's just echo.
Your powers are mine!
Didn't need to shift there. So in this, what you could do, since push goes like further than pull, you could try to get behind these guys and push them that way, so that they're cut off from their team in Invisult. And then this person is just gonna cut off the rest of their team, and these guys are gonna be over here, right? This is a pretty good Invisult, because look, you're cutting the battlefield in half, right?
Final 10 seconds.
So yeah, you could be pushing this guy further this way. Be like, you're further away from your team now.
When I rise, they
I don't know why you're in this push them. She should have Loki pulled them, but it is what it is.
fighting until we have a
Invis for yourself who was full health. This guy's pressuring you. I'd be maybe looking to TP over here, but you're okay.
The father's fire mode. God is mine.
Nice. Oh my god. Wait, the replay camera is slow mode when the game's slow mode?
Oh, that's cool.
Wee. You could clone here. This is a good clone spot.
There?
Yeah, in this like
God,
doorway.
I'm taking so many notes. I have a full notes app going right now.
All good. Okay.
Thank you so much. This is like, because I watch people play, but they're not explaining what they're doing. I'm just trying to like
Yeah.
absorb as
Yeah, I
much,
have-
but this is extremely helpful.
I have a full like 3-hour video from bronze to plat where I talk about my whole thought process throughout the whole climb. It was like 100% win rate. So I don't know if that would help.
What?
I was gonna do the plat to celestial, but I have not gotten to it because I don't feel like playing on my ult recently. But yeah. So if that helps, that's on my YouTube too.
I'm gonna go queue that up.
Okay.
Make soup tonight.
Alright, yeah, it's pretty long. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about clone placements on this map, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, go for it.
So, good clone here, clone all the way up here, and like across this whole thing. You can clone on this top part. This is an okay clone, but it's kind of in line of sight. I believe you can clone on this roof, but don't quote me.
Gotcha.
I believe you can break this gargoyle and clone where he was.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you can have a little gargoyle clone. You can clone all the way up here. This is really nice on defense. Clone here. They have to push like all the way here to see that, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Like you look up, I can't see. You can kind of see. Now I can see. You can also clone here.
Okay.
There's a lot of like you don't do it very, or I don't think you do it, but you can like clone behind the team, and it does so much. It's so much value. Oh yeah, clone here too. I just didn't realize because the gargoyle was gone. Oh my god, my camera's moving by itself. Oh, I guess we're moving forward all the time. The medic cam.
Controls. Oh my god, it's like the 90s music videos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is weird. Okay, well I guess we're moving. Oh, it stopped. Oh, okay. You can clone up here when you're pushing out of this choke, and this gets full view of all this and your team here. Oh, the camera's so slow. Oh, I can do it faster. I'm figuring this out too. Clone up here, or when this stuff resets inside that. There's a lot of clone spots in like every map that you kind of just like find over time, you know? Like you can put one there. It's just a lot of like looking at all the high ground and being like, I think I might be able to place a clone up there. And then you're like, oh yeah, I can. like this is the weirdest high spot, but clone of the whole high ground here when you're in OT.
Once I figured out on that the Shibuya Spider Islands map that you can like get on every roof. I played an entire game. I think on Loki without.
Just play the floor
I
is
tried to
lava.
not cut- yeah. I was saying I was roof Loki,
Nice.
and I just stayed up there the whole game.
Yeah. There's a lot of great spots on that map too. If I would go through like every clone map or every clone spot in every map, it would take me forever. I guess I could make that into a video.
That would be a good video.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of maps to go through, but maybe it'd be entertaining. But yeah, if you have any questions, or we can just go to one of my VODs. And we can
I
watch one of
might
those.
actually need to hop off here.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna watch one of your climb videos when I make. I'm gonna watch that climb video when I make dinner tonight.
I've been yapping for an hour?
That's huge. I think over an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I
an
have
hour
the...
and 15 minutes.
Not bad. I've just been
No,
talking.
no, it's no, it's been super helpful. Because I was 18-minute game and going through the play-by-play. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the link.
Yeah, I think that's the whole video. But yeah, if you gotta go, thanks for having me.
Well, yeah, super. Thank you so much.
Yeah, message
I,
me if you got any questions.
For sure, yeah. And I'm gonna watch that video because I'm really interested in seeing how the gameplay of your team changes
Yeah.
Give me
over the course of that.
Chick-fil-A.
Well, have a good rest of your night.
Okay, there's also some good VODs if you want to watch from my end, like later in the server. But yeah.
Okay, super. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
You too, or thanks for having me. See you around.
Of course, thank you.
Alright.
See ya.
Bye.